Alright everyone, let's talk about every single way that you can end up getting gems for free in Raid Shadow Legends. Now I'll start off with some good news and some bad news. Let's just get the bad news out of the way first. Now Raid Shadow Legends really isn't super generous with the amount of gems that they give out for free. This is in comparison to other games similar to this that I've played. Now, there are still several different ways that you can end up getting gems for free. There's going to be a bunch of different repeatable methods which you can do multiple times over certain periods of times to keep repeating and getting gems over time. And then there are certain methods that you can only do once. They are non-repeatable. Once you do those, you won't be able to do them again. So we'll start off talking about the repeatable methods before we move into the one-time non-repeatable methods. So that's kind of the bad news. The good news is gems don't have a ton of uses in Raid Shadow Legends outside of a few really popular things. Now this is again in comparison to other games similar to this, but I would say most people in Raid Shadow Legends will use gems for one of two things. They will either use them for energy refills, and you can get a full energy refill for 40 gems, or people will end up using them to purchase ancient shards in the shop, and you can end up getting 11 ancient shards for 900 gems. There are still other uses for gems, of course, but I would say those are really the two very popular ones, and probably the two that people will say will be the best use of your gems. Now, once again, like a couple of the last videos, this is going to be geared mostly towards newer players. So if you guys have been playing the game and you're already an expert, you're probably going to know at least most of these, but there still might be one or two things that you might not know here or there. So with that all being said, let's get into it, and let's talk about the first one, which I think the game really likes to promote a lot, and I'll talk about my opinion on it as well as what you can get out of this. I know the official Raid Shadow Legends ended up making a video talking about this in detail, and that is the gem mine. So let's just get the very basics of the gem mine out of the way, because it's really not as crazy or as fancy as the game makes it out to be. It's honestly pretty simple. It's going to be this thing right here. And what it is you pay 500 gems, and that is going to end up giving you gems over time. Now, you can do this 3 times. So you can end up spending 500 gems, then you can end up spending another 500 gems to level it up, and finally you can end up spending another 500 gems to fully rank it up. And what this is going to do is it's going to generate gems over time. It's going to take a total of 100 days to re-earn your investment. So if you end up spending 500 gems and you just level it up once, you are going to slowly over time get those 500 gems back over 100 days. After 100 days, everything afterwards is going to be profit. So it is going to take 100 days to make your money back and get your investment returned. That doesn't matter whether you spend the 500 gems, whether you level up to 2 and spend 1,000 gems, or whether you level it up to 3 and spend 1,500 gems. Whatever level you take it up to, it's going to take 100 days to get that investment back, and then anything afterwards, you're going to be earning gems for free. So if you've been playing the game for 200 days, for example, and you bought the gem mine on the very first day, you spent 1,500 gems, then first 100 days, you will have spent all that time re-earning back the 1,500 gem investment, and then the second 100 days, you will have earned 1,500 gems for free that you would not have gotten otherwise. So every 100 days is going to give you 1,500 gems if you fully level it up, and that actually turns out to be 1 gem every 1 hour 36 minutes. I believe that is 15 gems per day. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Everybody has their own opinion whether this is worth it or not. Now, my opinion is whenever I play games, I never like to go into a game thinking to myself that I'm going to be quitting it sometime soon. That's just not the way that I really think about it when I play games. Some people are obviously going to be different. Some people know they're going into a game and they are not going to be playing it for a long period of time, or that they plan on playing something else soon. But me, I always go into a game thinking that I'm going to play it forever. And then usually if I do end up quitting games, then I end up quitting, but I didn't really know ahead of time. I didn't think to myself, hey, I plan on quitting this game in a month or in 2 months or whatever. So if you guys plan on playing the game for a long period of time and you have the gems, I would say this is absolutely worth the investment. Now, if you only have 1,500 gems and you don't have any gems afterwards, I would say maybe try to stockpile a little bit more than that so you can have some reserve gems for events or some emergency situations. But definitely, if you do plan on playing the game, it is a worthwhile investment. So it is going to add to your gem economy, and slowly over time, you will be earning gems every day for free. And after 100 days, you'll have that investment fully paid off. So you have to kind of ask yourself that question. It's not something I can say 100% yes or no, because everyone is going to be a little bit different, but I gave you guys my opinion, and now you can do with that information as you wish. So that's the gem mine, and I know the game likes to promote that a lot. So now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about number 2. Now, number 2 is going to be a pretty simple one, but it's definitely not something that you want to forget, because this is actually going to be a decent amount of gems every day for free. Actually, pretty similar to the amount of gems that you can get from the gem mine, and that's just going to be your daily quests. So you're going to end up getting 10 gems for free every single day once you end up finishing off these daily quests. And I would say, even if you're a newer player, finishing these quests should really not be too difficult. One of them is, I believe, win 5 battles in the arena. This doesn't have to be wins. It just has to be fight in the arena 5 times. So even if you do lose, you will still get credit for this. And this can be done once every day for a total of 10 gems. The most gems that you're going to get from the gem mine, if you have it fully leveled up, is going to be 15 gems every single day for free. So the daily quests are pretty good. You know, that's 2/3 of what you could be getting just from the gem mine. So definitely not something you want to overlook, and something you should be working on trying to do for those free gems every single day. So that's going to be the second method. The third method is going to be the events and tournaments. So this is going to be one of the bigger ways to end up getting gems when they do come by from certain events and certain tournaments. And of course, this is going to vary over the time period that whatever events are going on, whatever tournaments are going on. So this isn't, I can't say like for the gem mine and for dailies, the gem mine could be 15 gems per day. The dailies could be 10 gems per day. By the way, in the dailies, don't forget as well, in the monthly, there is a mission that can give you 100 gems, but this is only once per month. Forgot to mention that really quickly. The events are going to vary. Sometimes they don't actually have gem rewards in the event. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of them. Sometimes they get really crazy, like this one. This is a crazy event. I don't think we've ever had one that has 3 legendary tomes in it. And the tournaments as well. It's going to vary depending on what's going on, depending on what you want to focus on, but this is going to be one method that you can end up getting gems for free. So definitely keep an eye out for those events and those tournaments, and always try to maximize things as best as you can. That's my strategy when it comes to events and tournaments. So if there is a tournament for training champions, or we had one recently, the champion training tournament, and then there's also a champion training event going on, and you also have double experience boosts going, you can kind of see how this game really does reward being efficient. So you can kind of do the same thing when it comes to events and tournaments and the gem rewards that you end up getting from those. Alright, number 4. This is a big one because this is actually going to be a pretty decent amount of free gems every single day. Now, I say every single day, but it's not going to be every single day because it is random. But this is going to be your clan bosses and your clan check-ins. And I emphasize the second one because you can actually get some really, really good rewards from your clan check-in that people overlook. So of course, make sure that you guys are in an active clan. Very, very important for many different reasons, but getting these clan activity rewards is going to be another reason to add to the list. So you want to make sure that you are getting this check-in chest, and it's going to give you silver, energy. I've got gems from it multiple times. You can even get shards, and I've heard people say that you could even get skill books from the clan check-in reward. Of course, the clan boss rewards as well. This is another reason why you want to be using your keys efficiently. Not only are you going to occasionally get gems, but you're going to get a whole bunch of super, super useful stuff for your character. You're going to get the possibility of shards, books, tons and tons of really good equipment, the Immortal and the Cruel set, which are very, very nice. The clan boss is definitely a really, really big thing that you want to be focusing on the game when it comes to overall account progression. So definitely make sure that you are in an active clan, you're in the right clan for you, and that you are maximizing your keys and resources as best as you can. So you will occasionally end up getting gems as well from the clan boss chests. All right, number 5, and this is going to be the last one that you are going to get repeatedly that I can think of off the top of my head, and that is going to be your arena chest. Now, this is only once per week, but it is relatively generous with the amount of gems that you get. Now, I have been in the lower tiers a while ago, but in the upper tiers, I'm getting around 30 to 80 gems every week or so, which isn't a ton, but it is still free gems that you are getting every single week. Once again, like the clan chests, you aren't just going to be getting gems, you're going to be getting a lot of really useful stuff for your overall account progress, so you definitely want to be working on climbing the arena as strategically as you can. And maybe in the future, I will introduce a guide or talk about the arena in more detail so that I can help newer players and those of you guys who are struggling with the arena climb it without really having to focus too much on feeling like you need to get really, really good champions, because you don't if you climb the arena strategically. Alright, so that is going to be everything that is repeatable when it comes to free gems. Now we're going to be moving on to some of the one-time rewards that you can end up getting. So number 1, of course, this is going to be a really, really big one and definitely a big focus that you should be trying to work on slowly. You don't have to rush through it, of course. It does take a long time, and it is a pretty big dedication aspect of the game, and that is going to be your missions. As you can see, this is a lot of gems, but that is because I am getting pretty close to the end of the missions. I've only got a few left to go. But even if you are in the earlier stages, not only are you going to get a good amount of gems from working on your missions, but you're also going to get a bunch of other really, really awesome rewards for your account. The missions, it seems very overwhelming. There are a whole bunch of them, but you're occasionally going to get to roadblocks, or you're going to get to periods in the missions where you're going to have to either wait until a certain day of the week to progress them, or you're going to have to really increase the power level of your account and kind of work on stuff before you can move forward. But you want to definitely slowly be working on these for all the different rewards, including the gems that you are going to end up getting. Same goes for the challenges as well. These are pretty similar to the missions, except you can kind of pick and choose which ones you go through, whereas the missions, you have to work on the specific one that you are given. And I don't know if there's any gems in the challenges. It's been a while since I've done most of them, but you can still end up getting really, really nice rewards, including energy, skill books, and a bunch of other really useful stuff for your overall account progress. All right. Number 7, progression rewards. This isn't really a big one, but it is still free gems if you go to your progression rewards. And also, it does not end up showing up on my account because I've already done these, the daily check-in rewards, which are also going to be right here in the same menu next to the progression rewards. You are also going to get gems. I don't remember exactly how many gems you end up getting from the daily login rewards, but they go through 90 days. So this is kind of repeatable, but kind of not, because once you end up finishing those 90 days, unless they incorporate more daily login rewards, as you can see from my account, they do tend to disappear. So you will get a few gems from reaching certain levels, and you get a whole bunch of really, really useful stuff from those daily check-in rewards, including some really useful epic champions. So definitely don't forget to take advantage of those, but keep in mind that once you do end up getting through the 90 days, it kind of dries up, and unfortunately, until they end up doing something, it doesn't look like we have any more daily rewards after that. And finally, the last thing, I included this last because it's fairly rare. We do end up getting various rewards from compensation and handouts. They will usually end up appearing in the mailbox here. Usually they don't have a very long time period. They usually go away in a couple of days, but I believe once or twice, maybe even 3 times. I don't remember exactly how many times it's been, but we have gotten gems. I think it was either 40 gems or 100 gems. Usually when it comes to compensations, though, it's pretty typically either a 1 or 3 day experience boost, a certain amount of energy. Sometimes you'll get some arena tokens, either a full refill or 3 tokens or 5 tokens or something like that. And of course, some clan boss keys, which usually just end up getting added to your overall clan boss counter. But I did notice that a couple of times when there are some more serious things that maybe can affect people logging in for a long period of time, we were given energy a few times. So keep an eye open for your mailbox. Keep an eye open for these overall news announcements. You'll see a red dot when there's something new that pops up. And also keep an eye on the Discord server of the official game. I think they're getting a little bit better about including things to everyone, even people who are not in the Discord, but I did notice that they usually post things like compensation and little handouts a little earlier in the Discord server than it usually gets around to the official in-game notice. So if you want to know even earlier, feel free to join their Discord server. Anyway, that's going to be my list of every single way that you can end up getting gems for free in Raid Shadow Legends. Of course, I did not include the option to buy gems because that's spending money, so we didn't get into that. That's going to obviously be the main way to get gems, but besides spending money, this was all the methods that I could think of in Raid Shadow Legends to get gems for free. I feel really bad if I forgot one. Maybe things get added later on in the game, but for now, this was pretty much everything that I could think of. So make sure you guys are utilizing these things, especially the ones that I mentioned at the start, because those are repeatable things that you can do on a consistent basis to slowly over time accumulate your gems. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned a bit, and thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you want more videos like this in the future, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thanks again, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and until next time, this is Salt of the Salty Guild, signing out.